Here's the thing is people keep talking about Compass wanting to build this private listing network. If you go back just a few months ago, Zillow's attack against them was like, well, they're wanting to build their own website and have their own syndication and then shut everybody out and build this wall. Okay. That was the pushback. Well, then Robert Refkin with Compass decides he's going to go out and start negotiating deals with MLS and acquiring anywhere and doing all these type of moves that is the opposite about what they're saying. He's going out and saying, I'm not trying to build compass.com. I'm trying to build a private listing network with agents being empowered that are generating the data to control that data and keep the major portals from profiting from the legwork of the agent. So the fact that he's going out and talking to MLSs tells you a different story than what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that he's trying to build this walled garden. If he was wanting to do that, he would have just done compass.com. But he's going out and negotiating deals and putting pressure on the MLSs to open up more broad to allow more people. This independent broker right here gets it. He's like, if this happens, it creates transparency and gives everybody the opportunity. So who's fighting for the agent? Sure seems like to me Compass is. I mean, seems like they're the one fighting for the agent. For agents day to day who sell locally in Chicago, it's not clear that much will change. Compass agents were already syndicating many private exclusives and coming soon listings to the private listing network. Gregory Pekarski, who leads the Vesta team at Vesta Preferred Realty, said he has largely unplugged from the industry listing wars. He said the fraction of listing data hasn't hampered his team's ability to make deals. So it's not even a drastic change, guys. I don't think it's going to affect much of anything in the Chicago area. Of course it won't. They're already doing this and it's been working. I'm looking at the way consumers are shopping, what they're looking for. I don't think the consumer cares one way or the other. Joe Zimmerman, operating principal at Keller Williams One Chicago, said his top focus amid changing industry standards is to make sure his agents have the skills to strike the best deals for their clients, whether that's through a pre-marketing strategy or tracking new avenues for off-market listings. See what he's doing? Doing the same thing, right? More access and more platforms can be a positive if it creates optionality, Zimmerman said. The challenge, though, is making sure it doesn't create confusion for consumers. I don't disagree. So there's a conversation. We're going to keep having this conversation. And I'm just not convinced that the argument on the other side makes any sense other than if you're a portal. If you're a portal that profits from the data that the agents are generating, the only argument you have is that, oh, well, I don't get that data now. But to say that Compass or even Remax and Real and all those other companies are trying to build a walled garden to have all these private listing networks negates what they're actually doing. They're actually going out and procuring deals with MLSs to syndicate their private listings to. They're just not wanting to send it directly to Zillow and those other portals. See, that's the change. That's the difference.